The son played bets with all the money and lost everything. He lost everything. I was listening to the radio this morning, precisely a program on Wazobia FM, and I heard a very shocking story. Yes, shocking to you, but not to me. So, a particular woman had worked for 35 years, and upon her retirement, she was paid some good money as her gratuity. Now, because she wanted to keep the money safe and not spend it on some other things that are not so necessary, she paid all the monies into her son's account. Of course, why would a mother do that kind of a thing? It's simply because she trusts the son and she doesn't believe or think that her son would do anything to hurt her. So she paid the money into the son's account, and after a while, guess what happened? The son played bets with all the money and lost everything. He lost everything. Of course, he was unable to tell the mother. As at the time I listened, on the program, he was unable to tell the mother and he was looking for help. Now, let's take it back. Let's take it back and relate it to estate planning. The lesson from this is that there are costly mistakes that moms and dads do make. One of it is trusting children so much to their own detriment. Oh, this is my child. I don't think my child would hurt me. I believe in my child so much. My child, I trust this child. It's true, but you do not have to put your life on the line trusting your child. Because when the child hurts you or does something that will put your life at risk, it will not be the child's intention as well. So help the child. And again, when it comes to planning, some people would say, oh, give everything I have to this particular child. This child will hold it for others and share it amongst others. Or if anything happens to me, please make sure you take care of your brothers and all of that. Why are you passing your responsibility to your child? That is not planning. So you make sure that in your lifetime, you do the needful and plan. Plan for that child. A lot of us like to give too much responsibilities to the first child. The first child, the first son, or the first daughter. It is not necessary. You do not have to do that. Help that child to help his or her siblings and to help you as well. One important thing I would like to say is that planning has to do with discipline and putting sentiments aside. Your love for your child, nobody is questioning it. And you need to believe this, that loving your child does not translate to trust. Trusting and loving are not the same. So you can trust your child to do certain things. That is your own perception and your perspective. But does the child trust him or herself enough to fulfill that trust or that wish that you have for the child? That is another question that only the child can answer. You see, when it gets to that point in your life where you start to believe that, oh, I need to make plans, I need to put things in place for my children, for their school and their maintenance and upkeep, just in case something happens to me. When it gets to that point, the least thing that you can do for yourself is to speak to a lawyer. It cannot be so bad that there won't be a lawyer around you. Speak to a lawyer. Express your concerns, express your desires and your wishes to that lawyer. And it starts from there. The lawyer will start to point you in the right direction. If you have to speak to an estate planning attorney, the lawyer will tell you. If you have to speak with a banker, the lawyer will tell you. What you need to do would start to come from that conversation. So do not take it for granted. Speak to a lawyer. It is not a waste of time. When it comes to estate planning, actually, And if you are so bothered about the things that should happen in your lifetime, you need to actually consider a trust. Because trusts usually take effect when you are alive. But wills don't take effect when you are alive. A will only take effect when you pass on. But a trust will happen in your lifetime and even after you pass on. So if you want to take care of your children's school fees, if you want to take care of your children's maintenance in your lifetime and upon your demise, you need to set up a trust. So speak to a trustee. There are a lot of corporate trustees in Nigeria today. You can speak to one of them or ask your lawyer to point you in that direction, and I am certain that they would have something for you that would help protect your children, that you would not put the life of one child in the hands of another. It can be very disappointing. Finally, I will say this: please don't take chances with your children so that they do not fail you, because when they fail you, it would hurt very much. Take for instance the woman who gave a gratuity after 35 years of hard work to her son for safekeeping, and the son was the one that blew up the money. It can be very hurting. So do not give all of that responsibility to your children. Help them to help you. Get a proper planning done. Speak to your lawyer. Get a trustee. So you need to determine whether it is a trust that will serve your purpose or it is a will in the end. So in all that you're doing, make sure that you get an estate plan. Plan for yourself. Plan for your children. Do not give them too much responsibilities that they cannot fulfill. Above all, remember that an unplanned estate is a potential chaos being nurtured by you today. I am the estate planning attorney.